Sometimes I smile in front of everyone, but inside, I'm fighting battles nobody can see. I stay quiet, not because I have nothing to say, but because some pain cannot be explained with words. People ask me, "Are you okay?" And I just nod, because I'm tired of explaining feelings nobody understands. There are nights when my heart feels heavy for no reason. Nights when I stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything I lost, everything I wanted, and everything I never told anyone. I act strong every day, but deep inside, I just want peace. Sometimes I feel alone in a crowded room. Sometimes I laugh loudly, just to hide the sadness sitting quietly inside me. And honestly, there are feelings even I cannot explain. But one thing gives me comfort. God knows. God knows the tears I hide from the world. God knows the pain behind my smile. God knows the thoughts I never say out loud. When nobody notices my silence, God notices. When people misunderstand me, God understands me completely. When my heart breaks silently, God hears every crack. I may not always pray perfectly. I may not always have the right words, but somehow, God still understands the language of my heart. And that's beautiful, because sometimes, all I can do is sit quietly and whisper, "God, you know. You know why I'm tired. You know why I overthink at night. You know why I suddenly become distant. You know why my smile changed, and even without explanations. He understands every feeling hidden inside me. There were moments I wanted to give up completely, moments when life felt unfair. Moments when I questioned everything, but every time I broke down, God stayed. Even when people walked away, God stayed. Even when nobody checked on me, God stayed. That's why I believe sometimes God removes people from our life because He heard conversations we never did. Sometimes God delays things because He sees pain we cannot see yet. And sometimes God keeps us alone for a while so we can hear His voice more clearly than the noise of the world. I know healing takes time. I know some scars never fully disappear. I know some memories still hurt. But I also know God didn't bring me this far to abandon me now. Maybe I cry secretly. Maybe I carry silent anxiety. Maybe I pretend to be okay every single day. But God sees the version of me nobody else sees. The exhausted me, the emotional me, the scared me, the broken me. And still, He loves me completely. That's what keeps me going. Not people's approval, not fake attention, not temporary happiness. Just the peace of knowing God understands me. Sometimes I don't need everyone to understand my feelings anymore. I just need God beside me. Because humans listen to respond, but God listens to heal. Humans see your face, but God sees your soul. Humans judge your mistakes, but God knows your intentions. And maybe that's why I'm still surviving, because every time life pushed me down, God quietly gave me strength to stand again. Every time my heart felt empty, God reminded me I'm not alone. Every time I thought nobody cared, God sent small signs saying, I'm still with you. So if your heart feels heavy today, if you're silently struggling, if nobody understands what you're feeling, remember this: you do not need to explain every tear to the world. You do not need to prove your pain to anyone. God already knows. He knows the silent prayers. He knows the hidden fears. He knows the sleepless nights. He knows the memories you can't forget. And most importantly, He knows your heart. Maybe people leave. Maybe life changes suddenly. Maybe everything feels uncertain right now. But God's understanding never changes. Even in your weakest moment, you are still being carried by Him. So breathe slowly, rest your heart, and trust this one thing. God knows your feelings, even the ones you cannot explain yourself. And somehow, that is enough to keep moving forward. And maybe that's the real reason we survive hard days. Not because we are always strong, but because God keeps giving us strength quietly. There are mornings I wake up tired of everything. Tired of pretending, tired of hoping, tired of carrying invisible pain. But somehow, I still get up, and I know that strength is not coming from me alone. Because honestly, some days I feel completely empty. I scroll through old memories, old conversations, old versions of myself, and I wonder, when did life become so heavy? When did my smile become smaller? When did my heart become so silent? Sometimes I miss the person I used to be. The happier version of me, the fearless version of me. But maybe life changes us for a reason. Maybe pain teaches us things comfort never could. Maybe heartbreak teaches us how temporary people can be. And maybe loneliness teaches us that God is the only presence that never leaves. Because people change. Feelings change. Situations change. But God remains constant. Even when I lose faith in myself, God still believes in me. Even when I feel unworthy, God still calls me loved. Even when I fail again and again, God still gives me another sunrise. That's mercy. Sometimes I sit quietly and think, how many times did God protect me without me knowing? How many wrong roads did He block? How many painful endings actually saved me? How many delays were hidden blessings? At the time, I called it disappointment, but later, I realized it was protection. And honestly, that changes everything. Because now when life doesn't go my way, I try to remind myself, God sees what I cannot see. Maybe the door stayed closed because the room behind it carried pain. Maybe the person left because they were never meant to stay forever. Maybe the waiting season is preparing my heart for something greater. It's hard to trust sometimes, especially when prayers stay unanswered for so long, especially when tears fall quietly at night and nobody notices. But faith is continuing to believe even when life feels confusing. And maybe that's what God wants from us sometimes. Not perfect words, not perfect lives. Just trust, simple trust. The kind of trust that says, God, I don't understand this pain, but I still believe you are with me. That kind of faith is powerful because healing doesn't happen overnight. Some wounds take months, some wounds take years, and some wounds only heal when we stop asking, why did this happen? And start asking, what is God teaching me through this? Maybe he's teaching patience. Maybe he's teaching strength. Maybe he's teaching detachment. Maybe he's teaching us to depend on him more than people. Because people can comfort you temporarily. But only God can heal the soul completely. And the truth is, the world is full of temporary things. Temporary happiness. Temporary attention. Temporary relationships. But God's love is permanent. That's why, even in my darkest moments, there is still a small light inside me, a quiet hope, a hope that whispers, "This pain will not last forever," a hope that says, "One day everything will make sense." And until that day comes, I will keep praying quietly. I will keep trusting silently. I will keep believing that God hears every word my heart cannot say aloud. Because sometimes tears are prayers too. Silence is prayer too. And broken hearts often speak the loudest to God. So tonight, if your soul feels tired, if your heart feels emotionally exhausted, if life feels heavier than usual, don't hide your feelings from God. Tell him everything. Tell him about the fear. Tell him about the loneliness. Tell him about the overthinking. Tell him about the silent sadness. Not because God doesn't know already, but because healing begins when the heart becomes honest before him. And maybe after all the pain, after all the confusion, after all the sleepless nights, you'll finally realize something beautiful. God was never ignoring your tears. He was carrying you through them, and maybe one day, you'll look back at this painful chapter and realize it changed you completely. Not in a cruel way, but in a deeper way. You stopped chasing temporary things. You stopped begging people to stay. You stopped expecting the world to heal your heart. Because pain taught you something powerful. Only God can fill the emptiness inside the soul. And honestly, there comes a moment in life when you get tired of carrying everything alone. Tired of pretending you're fine, tired of hiding your emotions, tired of acting strong for everyone. And in that quiet breaking moment, you finally surrender everything to God, not because you have all the answers, but because you have no strength left without him. And strangely, that surrender brings peace. Not perfect peace overnight, not a life without problems, but a calm feeling inside your heart that says, God is handling what I cannot. That feeling changes everything, because now you cry differently. You don't cry without hope anymore. You cry while believing that God is still writing your story. And maybe the chapter you're in right now feels painful because you cannot see the ending yet. But God already sees the full picture. He knows where this road leads. He knows why certain people disappeared. He knows why some prayers are delayed. He knows why your heart had to break. Sometimes endings are actually rescues in disguise. Sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes silence is God preparing something quietly behind the scenes. We don't always understand it immediately. That's the difficult part of faith. Faith means trusting God even when life gives you no explanation. Even when nothing makes sense. Even when your heart asks questions your mind cannot answer. And maybe that's why late nights feel so emotional. Because during the night, there are no distractions, no fake smiles, no loud conversations, no pretending. Just you, your thoughts, and God. Those silent conversations with God at night, they are different. They come from the deepest part of the heart. Sometimes no words even come out. Just tears, just silence, just heavy breathing in the dark. And somehow, God still understands everything. That's what amazes me. Humans need explanations. God understands silence. Humans hear words. God hears pain. Humans notice appearances. God notices broken hearts. And maybe that's why some people become stronger after suffering, because pain introduces them to God in a deeper way. Not the version of God people talk about casually, but the version you meet personally when your soul is exhausted. The version who stays beside you at 2 a.m. The version who comforts you when nobody texts back. The version who gives you strength when you secretly feel like giving up. That kind of relationship with God changes a person forever. Because after surviving dark seasons with God, you stop fearing temporary storms. You realize, if God carried you before, He will carry you again. And maybe right now, someone listening to this feels emotionally tired. Maybe your heart is carrying silent disappointment. Maybe you trusted the wrong people. Maybe you loved too deeply. Maybe life didn't go the way you imagined. But listen carefully. Your story is not over yet. God is still working in places you cannot see. Healing is happening quietly. Strength is growing silently. Purpose is being prepared behind the pain. Even this difficult season has meaning. One day, the tears you cry today will become proof that you survived. One day, the pain that almost broke you will become the reason someone else heals. And one day, you'll thank God for not answering certain prayers the way you wanted. Because His plans were protecting you all along. So tonight, before you sleep, stop carrying every burden by yourself. Give your worries to God. Give your fears to God. Give your overthinking to God. Give your broken heart to God. You were never meant to carry all this pain alone. And remember this gently, God is not distant from your suffering. He is close to every silent tear, close to every anxious thought, close to every exhausted heart. Even now, while you're trying to heal quietly, God is sitting beside your pain saying, you will get through this too. And maybe that's the strange thing about life. Some experiences break you. But those same experiences also wake you up. You start seeing people differently. You start understanding silence differently. You start valuing peace more than attention. Because after enough pain, you stop wanting to impress the world. You just want inner peace. And honestly, some of the deepest lessons in life are learned during the hardest seasons. Not during success, not during comfort, but during heartbreak, during loneliness, during nights when your soul feels tired. That's when life changes you. I used to think strength meant never crying, never feeling weak, never falling apart. But now I realize real strength is continuing to move forward even when your heart feels heavy. Real strength is praying while secretly feeling broken inside. Real strength is smiling again after life gave you reasons not to. And maybe That's what God wants us to learn. Not how to avoid pain, but how to grow through it, because every experience teaches something. Betrayal teaches discernment. Failure teaches humility. Waiting teaches patience. Loss teaches gratitude. And loneliness. Loneliness teaches you how deeply you need God. Sometimes God allows difficult seasons because comfort was slowly making us forget Him. So He removes distractions. He removes noise. He removes certain people. Not to punish us, but to bring us closer to Him again. And honestly, some of my deepest conversations with God happened during the worst moments of my life. Moments when I had nobody else to talk to. Moments when my mind felt tired. Moments when my chest felt heavy from overthinking. Moments when I silently asked, God, why is this happening? And even though answers didn't come immediately, peace slowly did. Not because the problems disappeared instantly, but because God reminded me I wouldn't face them alone. That changes everything. Because when you truly believe God is with you, fear loses power little by little. You still feel pain, but pain no longer controls you completely. You still cry, but tears no longer mean hopelessness. You still struggle, but deep inside, there's a quiet confidence saying, God will make a way somehow. And maybe life is less about having everything perfect and more about learning to trust God through imperfect moments. Because nobody escapes pain completely. Every person you meet is carrying some kind of invisible battle. Some are fighting anxiety quietly. Some are fighting loneliness. Some are trying to heal from heartbreak. Some are smiling while secretly exhausted inside. That's why kindness matters so much. You never truly know how much pain someone is hiding behind a simple smile. And maybe that's another lesson suffering teaches us. Compassion. Pain softens the heart in strange ways. People who suffer deeply often become the most understanding souls because they know what silent pain feels like. They know what it means to cry without anyone noticing. And maybe that's why God allows certain experiences, so we can become light for others later. Your pain is not meaningless. Your tears are not wasted. Your difficult season is shaping something inside you that comfort never could. Maybe God is building wisdom inside you. Maybe He's building emotional strength. Maybe He's preparing you to help someone else survive one day. Because healed people heal people. And one day, someone will hear your story and finally feel understood. Someone will realize they are not alone. Because you survived what almost destroyed you. That's powerful. So don't hate every difficult chapter of your life. Some chapters looked painful while you were living them, but later became the reason you grew spiritually. Sometimes God uses pain to create depth inside a person. Without struggle, many of us would never slow down enough to seek Him deeply. And maybe right now, you're in a season that feels confusing. Maybe nothing is happening the way you expected. Maybe life feels delayed. Maybe your heart feels emotionally drained. But don't lose hope too quickly. God often does His deepest work in silence. Just because you cannot see movement doesn't mean God stopped working. Roots grow in silence too. Healing happens quietly too. And maybe your current season is not punishment at all. Maybe it's preparation. Preparation for a stronger version of yourself. Preparation for blessings you cannot handle yet. Preparation for a future your current self cannot fully understand. So trust slowly, heal slowly, grow slowly. You don't need to rush your healing. Even flowers bloom in their own season, and maybe your breakthrough is closer than you think. Maybe this pain is not the end of your story, just the part where God is rebuilding your soul stronger than before. So keep going, even if progress feels slow. Keep believing, even when life feels uncertain. One peaceful day, you'll smile again without forcing it. One peaceful night, your mind will finally rest. And one beautiful moment, you'll realize God was guiding you the entire time. The pain will pass, the confusion will fade, the heavy season will end, and what remains will be a stronger heart, a wiser soul, and a deeper connection with God. So don't be afraid of tomorrow. God is already there. And remember, somewhere in this world, someone else is praying for strength just like you tonight. Someone else is trying to heal quietly. Someone else is fighting overthinking in silence. Someone else is smiling outside while hurting inside. So don't feel alone in your pain. You are human, you are healing, and you are stronger than you realize. And through it all, God is watching over every tired heart tonight. So keep faith in God. Keep doing good, even when life feels difficult. These painful moments are temporary. These heavy days will pass too. And no matter how difficult life becomes, never forget this truth. You are loved, you are guided, you are protected, and your story still has beautiful chapters ahead. Good night, rest your heart. And let God hold the worries you carried all day. And maybe one day, you'll thank yourself for not giving up. Because the version of you that survives this season will be stronger, calmer, wiser, and closer to God than ever before. So keep faith in your heart. Keep light in your soul, and keep moving forward, even with small steps. Beautiful things take time. Healing takes time. And God's plans unfold at the right moment, not a moment too early, not a moment too late. So smile gently, breathe deeply, and trust life again. Your heart will heal, your peace will return, your happiness will find you again. And one day, everything that hurt you will make sense in a way that brings peace instead of pain. Until then, stay kind, stay hopeful, stay close to God, because better days are quietly on their way. And remember, the same God who carried you through your darkest nights will also walk with you into your brightest mornings. So don't lose your light now. Your beautiful days are closer than you think, and maybe this is not the end of your story at all. Maybe this is the beginning of the life God was preparing you for all along. So, before you sleep tonight, thank God for carrying you through every moment you thought you wouldn't survive. Now close your eyes with a small smile, because God is already preparing a better tomorrow for you. Good night, rest your heart, and let God hold the worries you carried all day.